Hey Travis, first off, man, I want to ask you about a couple of really cool accomplishments in the offseason. First off, you were one of just a handful of athletes to represent the Big 12, right? And I'm not even sure exactly what it was that I was reading through. Like, I'm going to get Travis to break it down because he's probably more eloquent than I am anyway. So how did you represent the conference in Texas Tech in Orlando?
Right, so there's 5 autonomy conferences, the Big 12, SEC, Pac-12, Big 10, and the ACC, and essentially the Power 5 conferences. Each one of them gets 3 student-athlete representatives to vote for and write legislation pertaining to the student-athletes in those particular conferences. We vote as a whole. This year was in Orlando, and I was fortunate enough to be one of those student-athletes from the Big 12 to go. It was truly awesome, and I had a blast doing it.
Any legislation that you were a part of?
I can't say I was a part of anything that got passed this year, but I got to vote for and get approved the Pac-12 legislation that came to requiring all mental health services be provided for student-athletes in Power 5 conferences.
Wow.
A big step in the right direction for student-athletes to be making sure that they're off the field as healthy as they are on the field. I'm looking forward to going back in January and talk about the issues pertaining agents, which is a polarizing issue. The Big 12 is actually going to bring legislation forward that they're finishing up writing now, and then also discuss see what happens with that lawsuit out in California, because it definitely could change the way college football is played. So yeah, I'm looking forward to keep going with this process and going with NCAA, keep working with them as my career continues.
Another really impressive accomplishment was the post-grad scholarship you were awarded with one of 2 Tech athletes. Can you kind of speak on that?
I honestly have no idea how I got that. Someone must have applied for me. I think you get nominated by someone at your school. So whoever did that, I thanked everyone who I think it could have been. But if there's anyone who's listening who did do it, I haven't thanked yet. Thank you so much. That's going to help my grad studies. It's going to help me out so much, especially preparing to build up Travis Bruffy and not just number 79. It's going to help me so much as I get off the field. Thank you very much.
Sounds like you're already getting job offers. I saw on Twitter, Fox Sports Southwest is already trying to hit you up.
Well, I'm trying to. See, I asked if they're hiring. They didn't get back to me yet. But if anyone is in broadcasting and wants me to start, I would love to do that.
How did you find out that you got the scholarship?
Twitter. I tagged in a tweet from Texas Tech Athletics. Didn't get an email, didn't get anything. I just got it. Wow. Like, oh, awesome. And then I didn't even know what it meant. Yeah. So I Googled it, and I was like, 10 grand a year. Wow.
I mean, usually you get like maybe an envelope where you open it and say, oh, this is nice, but no, you ended up on Twitter.
No, it's okay. I'm not complaining.
Is that the best thing you found out? Best thing on Twitter you ever seen?
That's the best thing I've ever seen on Twitter, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff about me on Twitter is pretty negative.
Yeah.
You know what? Since we're talking about, I wasn't planning on asking you about this. But what is it like being an athlete with Twitter? Do you try and ignore it during the season, or
try to ignore the negative stuff? But as an athlete, you got to understand the brand that you have, and there's 2 ways you can go about it. You can feel the pressure of it, or you can use it to your advantage, because we're not going to be athletes forever, but the extent of our brand lasts a lifetime. And if we can define ourselves as amazing people while everyone's looking at us as student athletes, we step off the field, people remember us. And using it to your advantage is something that I've tried to do the best of my abilities to really show my personality while also maintaining the respect for the double T. Is something I've always tried to do, and I enjoy it. I mean, obviously you have some people some critics on Twitter, but that's half the fun anyway, because we just play football. But yeah, no, I enjoy it. It's definitely a lot of pressure. You can't mess up, but if you use it to your ability, or you're the best of your ability, it's really beneficial.
Got to use the block key, or the block function.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mute too. Yeah.
Mute. Whatever.
And then taking it a step forward, obviously, I run a message board, a 24/7 message board. Do athletes do y'all notice stuff that's on message boards as well as social media, or do y'all just try and
not
block
really?
all that out?
Really, we don't, because most of them, they require subscriptions.
Right.
I'm not going to pay $20 a month to see what someone's saying about me. But no, we really don't. We do appreciate those who do write about us, though. We do see the tweets. Like sometimes they'll get retweeted under our profile or something like that. But to the actual message boards, no, we have no idea what someone's saying.
How much motivation is it for you guys now, considering how much success the other programs had this spring?
Oh, it's awesome. First and foremost, besides being Texas Tech football players, we're Red Raiders to begin with. And it's just a sense of pride. Everyone's doing so well. Now it's also, we need to step it up and follow suit. That's our goal. But the standards being set by Mr. Hillcutt definitely influence Coach Tadlock, Coach Beard, Coach Kidley. And if we can follow suit and bring our program up to the standards that Texas Tech has set, it's going to really be a special year for the Red Raiders.